Hi folks, Mark Davis from Tactical Edge here, and what we're going to be doing in the next few videos is just looking at some basic combatives. I think in the past when I've been doing Tactical Edge videos and things, we've done a lot of stuff that was fairly advanced, so we're going to go back to basics a little bit. So the first thing we're going to speak about today is what we call a basketball strike. Okay, so the basketball, we call it the basketball strike. It's a twin palm strike. The reason we call it the basketball is it's kind of like you hold the basketball and shoot the hoop. That's the easiest way to think about it. So it really is very much kind of, it's kind of gross motor skills. Remember, we've got fine motor skills, complex motor skills, and gross motor skills. This is kind of gross motor skills. It's just a pushing away action, so it's very simple. What makes it a little bit more sophisticated is the way that we're going to hold our hands when we're doing it, and it's a really good reply to clothing grabs and stuff. So I always say to my students, when somebody grabs you by the clothing, say thank you, because they've just tied up one or both of their hands in something that's, to all intents and purposes, is relatively useless. It's an intimidation prior to rattling you or throwing you or something. So first thing is hand position. And here's Moose saying hello, he's going to join in too. Advantage of hand 4 legs, he can kick you with all 4 legs. So first thing is hand position. So twin palm strike, we're going to hold our hands like this, like we're holding a basketball. Now what I'm going to do with my thumbs is I'm going to pull my thumbs down and back. Now the reason I'm going to pull the thumbs down and back is if I aim for the head like so with it, and my thumbs in this position, my thumbs will naturally hit the eyes. So I'm aiming just for the lantern side of the jaw. So what I want to get is I want to get a lot of brain splash. So when you rattle the head like this very violently, we're going to shake the brain around inside the skull, we're going to cause a concussion, very hopefully knock the opponent unconscious just on the first beat. If we don't knock him out, we're really going to scramble his eggs. He's not going to feel too good afterwards. He's going to be extremely stunned and fairly vulnerable to follow-up strikes. The good thing about concussions and brain splash is that even if I have a pain-resistant opponent, I've got somebody who's coked out of their box, out of their head on speed or something, then at least it's still going to work. So, from this position here, got my hands up, negotiating position, what I'm going to try and do is take a slight drop step forwards. As I do that, I'm going to bring the hands into the right position here and strike forwards. Yeah? So it's a sharp strike. Like any strike, we want to get good acceleration. So that's why I'm using that little first step forwards, that stamp forwards, so we get that drop step. If I don't have a lot of room to move forwards, I can do that drop step and just explode the leg backwards. It's still going to give me that nice sharp zap that I'm looking for as I'm striking. So once I've hit with this, I can then follow on with that. So I might hit, boom, with a basketball. That lets me move into clinch. I can smash his face into my shoulder, start plowing the groin, plowing the legs with these strikes. And it really is entirely up to you where you go off the basketball with your strikes afterwards. Okay. I can be right in close here. So if I'm in close, I may well forgo the thumbs into the eyes, but I can still come up under the jaw, forcing the jaw violently up the way. And one of the things that I've found working the doors was, your peripheral vision is really good around these ways. People tend to suck at getting out of the way that things come straight on, and they generally miss things that are coming little right up the middle. Okay. So if I'm coming up the way, if I'm right in close here, I don't have enough room to get any power in this, I'll just come straight up with it. So I'll bend the knees, stick the knees very slightly, pop up, and I'm right in position to follow through the play. Okay, this is what we call the basketball. It exists in a lot of different systems. The way that we do it, we like to get the thumb position there to seek the eyes, because we get that nice burst of intraocular pressure through the eyes. Eyes don't like pressure changes. The optic nerves are very thick nerves, it's a short run to the brain, so it's got a very fast hit to the reticular activating system and stuff. So it's, eye shots suck. We all know what it's like. When you get an eyelash or a bit grit in your eye, your whole world practically stops. So if I jam my thumb in your eye, it's not going to damage your eye terribly well. Most of you know I've got a really funky looking left eye. That's from being shot many years ago. Okay, still my eyeball, there's just nothing left on the inside because I had to remove it all surgically. But eyes are pretty robust bits of kit when you come down to it. So once again, I can drop step forwards, like so. Now if you want to get a bit extra sap in it, relax the hands, make the hands into that nice waveform as you burst forwards. At the most basic level, make the hand position, ram it forwards. Okay, so I can already make it here, strike forwards. I can relax, and strike forwards. So, hope you find that useful. See you again.